Good evening. Today we wanted to discuss and clarify some points regarding the Lok Sabha elections that is going to happen soon in 2024. So it's almost only 6 months is left for the elections, and all the political parties are in the election mode, and the election fever has started already. And the major political parties like BJP and Congress has started forming their own alliances. So NDA has formed with 38 parties, and India Alliance has formed with 26 parties. But there are some parties left out, and some parties are not in any of these alliances, but they are secular. Some are not secular also, but there are some secular parties which are not finding part of any of these alliances, and still some lot of debates are going on in the media and in the public, which party will join with which alliance, or which party will part with the alliances, and what will happen, and what is the stand of the left out parties. So these kind of things are there. But every 5 years the election is happening, and parliament elections. But this time 2024 election has become a very crucial and very complicated one. Why it is so? What is the situation that is making the political parties and the people to change the government, or what they wanted to do? What is the actual position that we wanted to know?
Actually, definitely this is a very important election. BJP has completed 2 tenures. And peoples are facing many problems. The most important problem is the survival of democracy in India. Second thing is that because of the hatred which they have spread throughout the country among Muslims and Hindus, that hate campaign which is going on the part of Hindutva goons, that has created gulf between the 2 communities. Thirdly, the prices of essential commodities is going up. Fourthly, the rule of law is completely vanished wherever BJP is ruling, the state governments wherever BJP is ruling, and even the central government is not very much keen on curtailing controlling the law and order situation. We have seen that people are saying that if there is a double engine sarkar, then the things will run smoothly. But we have seen that even in Manipur since last 3 months, that violence is going on and it has not been controlled so far. So it is high time that this government has to be brought down, because the thing is that they are more pro corporate world, and they are not they are against the poor people, they are against the farmers, against and so many even women are facing so many problems in the country. So many rape cases have increased even in BJP ruled state. Several the child below 18 years old, they are innocent people, they have been also raped. So people are saying that if this government continues, then the situation become from very bad to worse, and that has to be changed. Okay, and the second very important crucial point is that even the secular parties, they are facing that if they did not win the election this time, and if BJP has not been removed this time, then their survival will also become very difficult in the country, because the way this government is using ED and CBI and so many other things, and we have seen that even the people, those generally it has been said that the dissent is a safety wall of democracy. But if the peoples are raising their voices, which is a genuine thing in a democratic society, if a person is raising voice against the government, if they are raising voice against the decision of the government, they have been sent to jail, they have been imprisoned on fake and concocted charges. So it is high time that this government has to be replaced. And likely and similarly that all the political parties other than BJP, the opposition parties other than NDA, they have thought that if they come together, then the division of the vote will be will minimize, and they may be in a position to defeat the BJP. The problem is that the 26 party alliance, that is India alliance, I can say that okay, it is very good sign that major opposition parties are come on one platform. But the thing is that I can very well say that it is not inclusive platform. Many parties, those who are led by Muslims, or many parties, those who are led by Dalits, and even some OBC parties, they have not been included in the in India alliance. So what will happen then? What will they do? If they are a political party, they cannot sit idle and they cannot say, okay, this time we will not fight the election. So it means that some political parties, they were thinking since last many months that something will happen and India alliance will broaden, but it is not happening. So some of the political parties, they came together and have decided to form a third alliance. There also, while discussing this issue, since 3 days back there was a program, 3-4 days back there was a program in Constitution Club of India, where Dalit led political parties, Muslim led political parties and other marginalized groups, they came together and formed a third alliance. Even while discussing the formation of third alliance, they were saying that our option is very clear. If India alliance ask us to join India alliance, we are ready for that. We also don't want a division of vote. We also want that there should be the fight should be between secular and communal forces, and we will take side of India alliance. But how can we sit idle and we will not fight contest the election? So they have decided that okay, we will make a third alliance. Our approach is that we will definitely this alliance, third alliance, is definitely against BJP, and they will definitely fight against BJP. So they were thinking that okay, when the formation of the government will come, we can also become part of that India alliance if some seats are if they are in need of some seats and some support, we can come. And even if you see India alliance, 12 major political parties, those who have MPs, those who have MLAs, they were also not included in India alliance. So there are some regional parties, for example BRS is there, or Telugu Desam party is there, and that ruling party in Andhra Pradesh, AIDMK is again not left the NDA, and there are Biju Janata Dal, so many other political parties, those who have not become a part of India alliance. So my humble request is that the leaders of the India alliance should become more wise, and they should also try to include all the parties, those who have been left out. Otherwise, definitely whatever may be the third alliance, definitely it will definitely affect the prospects of India alliance, not the prospects of BJP.
No, actually, one thing I wanted to clarify. What could be the reason for ignoring these minorities, Dalits and OBC groups in India alliance? Because whether they think that they are their permanent vote bank and they cannot vote to BJP and they will vote only for the secular parties, and is it overconfidence, or is it normally it will happen like that? So that we should know one thing. Another thing is, as you said, there are parties which are not having even a single MLA or MP, they are included in the NDA alliance.
Really?
Out of 38 parties, 24 parties not having single MP. And 10 parties, they will be having either one MP in either Lok Sabha or in Rajya Sabha. And only 4 parties, they have some MPs, other than BJP, 3 parties. So out of which one is AIDMK, which has already left the NDA alliance recently. They said not only in 2024 they will not form part of alliance with BJP in 2026 assembly in Tamil Nadu also. So that is what the stand they have taken. But how far they will stick to that stand, and when they will change their this one decision, we do not know. That is one thing. So this India alliance also could invite people like other political parties, secular credential parties, which may not be having MP or MLA, but they will be having vote bank of their own parties. So they will be definitely useful for them, and they could have utilized them for the defeating the BJP, not for the strengthening of the India alliance, but for defeating BJP, as you said, for safeguarding our democracy, our secularism, or our constitution, whatever it is. If in 2024 BJP comes to power again, then there is a apprehension that there may not be our constitution. That constitution itself will change. They say one nation, one election, and there may not be there may be democratic elections, but that will be one single party election, and they may make a presidential election, not kind of president, prime minister, or ministerial election, MP elections. Parliament type of elections may not be there. So such kind of apprehensions are there, and there may be apprehensions among the other opposition political parties that their existence, survival itself will be a great task for them. So
actually, as you said, this is the problem with Congress as well as some regional secular parties. For example, RJD or JDU or Samajwadi Party. They think that Muslims is their vote bank. They don't need any political party which is led by Muslims. They should include them. They say that we will directly approach the vote banks. So this approach is not correct. You know, in today's world, every section of the society wants its share in governance. When you include some small group, for example, you see Jat is only 2% of the population of Uttar Pradesh, but their party is also included in India alliance. But even in Uttar Pradesh, Muslims are 20%, but their parties are not included. So this approach, definitely, it is a highly objectionable approach, and it has to be challenged. So my suggestion is that if India Alliance really want representation of all the communities and all the sections of the society, all the caste and all the communities, then they should also include the parties which has been led by a particular section of the society.
The Assam, their own partner AAUDF, Ajmal, they are also not included in the India Alliance.
Yes, it has not been included, and MIM also, previously MIM was also part of the Congress party, but this time they have not been included. Welfare Party is also having a substantial influence on the voters in many of the states. For example, in Kerala, in West Bengal, in Karnataka, in Rajasthan, even in Uttar Pradesh. You know, last time when I was talking to Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, I was telling him that, you know, if we have an alliance, we were not seeking more seats, we were seeking very few seats. But if I make him, and I try to convince him that if we have been included in Samajwadi Party's election campaign, if we were the part of the alliance, then it would have been, definitely we were in a position to influence the Muslim voters in Uttar Pradesh. He was, in the beginning, he agreed to that. And lastly, finally, we came to the conclusion that one seat will be given. We were okay with the one seat, because actually we want participation in the election, so that we can influence the voters to turn in favor of Samajwadi Party.
There also that removal of BJP from power is main
was a very important aspect of that election. But unfortunately, what happened, you know. So my suggestion is that when we are all the political parties, those who are led by the marginalized section of the society, minorities, Dalit, Muslims, and other groups, if they feel that they have been deprived or they have been left out, that is a genuine feeling. It is not that they don't want to divide the vote. It is not that they don't want to defeat the BJP. Everything is very clear, and that has to be any India alliance should keep in mind that as BJP has included many political parties, those who don't have any MLA or any MP, they have been included. Why can't India alliance?
So actually, when I think few days before you also attended a meeting organized by that Bahujan Kranti Morcha.
Yes.
BAMSEP's Vaman Meshram has organized that. So that meeting, around 35 parties have attended, and another 52 parties will be joining with them in forming the third alliance.
Yes.
But when that news came out, there are a lot of criticism from the various angles. That formation of third front itself, they think that it is
divide the vote.
Yeah, to divide the vote. So it is against again India alliance. So
but then what, Mr. Soroni, the thing is that it means that India alliance should think about it.
No.
Why can't they include all of them? You know, there is a feeling among all the people that we are also working in the society. We have a great influence on the voters. We should also be included in India alliance. But if you are not including in India alliance, then what will they do? They will definitely have to form a third front. That was the feeling in that meeting.
Actually, I could understand from your statement that if the India alliance comes down to accommodate all other secular forces or secular parties, then there may not be any problem. They may not be they need not give more number of seats to them also. That is also there. They don't expect that much, but only their participation in that alliance, and they wanted to, for defeating the BJP, they want to help. So that is what they wanted to do. But if India alliance is not coming down, then they are forced to take such a decision that they have to form a third front and to fight in the election. Being a democratically formed political parties, their role is to contest the elections.
Definitely.
So there is no.
And you know, as far as we are there, Welfare Party of India, we are not just an addition to the existing political parties. We have come with a clear ideology that we want participation of all sections of society in the governance. We want that there should be equitable distribution of resources. We want that democracy should be inclusive. So we have a clear-cut ideology, definitely, which is pro-people, which want major participation of the people, and inclusive politics, inclusive democracy we want.
Yeah.
So I think our party should not be left out. I think.
So, the general public's criticism is, whoever is forming a third front, they say they will be the vote cutter or B team of BJP.
Why don't they ask? Why don't they ask India Alliance to include all these people? This is wrong to say that the people those have been left out, you are criticizing them.
Yeah.
Why can't you criticize the India Alliance leaders that why have not they included other people? So it should be other way around.
So what will be our role, Welfare Party's role in the 2024 elections?
Definitely, Welfare Party of India is not going to contest much seat. We don't want to divide the vote. We definitely will fight. We will contest some seat wherever our position is strong and wherever we are in a position to make to bring a difference. We will contest the election. But on other part, wherever we are not contesting election and wherever third front peoples are not contesting election, we will definitely support India Alliance.
Whether Welfare Party of India has made any efforts to meet Congress leaders or any other India alliance partners?
We have written several letters to Rahul Gandhi. We have written several letters to Congress President Mr. Kharge Sahab. We have written letter to Sharad Pawar ji and Samajwadi Party leader and RJD leaders and JDU leader. So that we want to meet them and try to convince them that what is the need of the hour. But unfortunately, nobody has responded, and we have tried to. We contacted their PAs and their secretaries.
Yeah, I too had many times called them and to fix an appointment, but every time they say they are postponing next week they say, but never they give the appointment.
So this
That
is
the problem.
it means they are avoiding us. So okay, then how can how can we be with them unless they listen to us?
So our aim, target, everything is same. Common enemy is BJP.
Definitely.
But still, if the India Alliance or the Congress is not coming down to accommodate all other smaller parties, there is no other go for them to form a third front and contest
That
the
is
elections.
the only thing left to
Yeah,
to
that
us.
is the left to us. So Welfare Party also will be in the same line. They are sailing in the same boat. So we will also, as you said, we will contest at least few seats wherever we have strength, and we will try to defeat BJP in 2024.
For example, you take the case of 2019 election.
Yeah.
Only one seat we contested.
Contested, yeah.
Throughout out
India.
of 543 seats, only one seat we contested. And in Kerala, the Welfare Party has completely supported UDF.
The Congress, UDF.
And it was decided in the beginning that okay, then we will be given some seats in assembly election. That has not been that promise was not kept. So what can we do? So we are a political party. We are not a NGO. We are not a social group. We are a political party, and political party definitely participate in the election. If you will not include us in a alliance, then we will contest separately.
Okay, we will make our continue our efforts, and we will hope that there can be some positive changes,
Okay,
outcomes.
surely.
Let us see.